said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Tigers about to kick it away and get this season started. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Clemson Tigers offense will get the ball first. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's... You can start the season on a great note.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a 3rd time.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability. He has the ability to run Go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So LSU's offense will go to work for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure.
Just plowing ahead. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. LSU quick to the line. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in a box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
Got a man. It's Durham. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his... Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Makes a catch on the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep. Don't give up those big plays. Make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. The snap sets up the throw. Still looking on the move. And they will score! Touchdown, Tiger!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Green. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. back and leaves it. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They've got a first down here to open the period. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Here's a heat. And the defense got him at the 27.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson, great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that one.
It's a seam wide open. And they're able to get him on the ground. Beneath the shadow of Howard's rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Clemson. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A quick pass to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Second down coming up. They'll run play action. Still looking. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a first rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. We're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
Looking for a man, it's Holstein. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Makes the grab, he's got a first down. Touchdown, LSU! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Spits it out to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Davidson. And they're able to make the tackle. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown LSU. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on 4th down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, back the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Using his legs, it's Hardy. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air, it's Denson. Pocket breaking down. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback, LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
A timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. He'll pull it on the read. Taking it the other way. Got enough for the 1st. He'll be out of bounds. Good pickup on that play, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking for a big play. Pulls it in down the sideline. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He makes the grab. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Here comes the heat. Shakes off the defender. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! And we've got a shootout.
And that's a deflating end for this defense to the first half. You're trying to hold them to at least a field goal attempt, make the clock maybe run out, use it against them. They couldn't do it. They couldn't stop this offense, and that quarterback just delivered and took the momentum in this football game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Motion from the wideout. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's more. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds, marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Good enough for a first down.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to pass. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report.
Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. Looking to pass. It's Holstein. Runs through the tackle. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. They go to the ground. Fights off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Extending the play. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result, was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the keeper to make anything.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Steps away to find some room. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
And the Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Going up top again. And they can't make the play on third down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here's the pressure. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Hauls it in. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Williams.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. It'll be a run on third and short. It's a running room. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Hand off from the shotgun. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. On the run, it's Hardy. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Never a doubt. They extend the lead to 5 here in the third.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He'll try it again. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Holstein. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The give on the option. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Now they'll run it on the toss. Makes him talk to the hand. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Picks up the first down, still moving. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Green. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll try the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense.
Turning it on. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Holstein. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. This time it's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's up to 113 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback adapted. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, the ground game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Pressure coming. Finds a man on the left. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Holstein. That one never had a chance, incomplete.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.